How many of you have actually had a challenge when it comes to playing or being creative? I know I have sometimes, and it's those are one of my core values, creativity and play. I'm Tina B. I'm an intuitive communication coach, and I want to lean into the concept of what it takes to be magnetic as a communicator. You need to lean into creativity and be completely cognizant of days that go by when you don't engage in play, because that can impact how you think, how you speak, and how you connect with other people. It was about 4 years ago on my son's 12th birthday that he woke up really, really depressed. And it was odd to me because I'm thinking, A, you're a kid, and B, it's your birthday. And I remember asking him, I said, kiddo, why are you so blue? Why are you sad? And he looked at me in all seriousness and he said, Mom, my childhood is just fleeing before me, and I'm getting older much faster. And I just feel like I'm not going to get to play as much. And I thought to myself, I thought, honey, I play. We all play. You can always play. And he goes, no, Mom, look at you. You always work. So as I get older, I'm going to have to work harder to play. And I thought that that was a pivotal moment where he saw me working myself to the bone. At the time, I was in the process of writing and publishing a book and trying to uplevel my business and doing all of that while trying to be a parent, feed a kiddo, run to his events, and all the other things that come with this thing we call adulting. And I wasn't balancing it very well. Well, I would like to lean into why are we talking about play and creativity? Well, there's true on health benefits, and the American Institute of Stress actually says that when you have little short playful moments, it actually not only reduces your cortisol, but it improves your focus and increases your productivity. Now, as a business owner or a professional, that makes so much sense as to why to make play and creativity a really important core value each day. Additionally, the Harvard Medical School talks about how laughter and just this creative expression not only improves your mood, but it also strengthens your immune response, which means you are healthier when you engage in laughter. So play to me is like oxygen. It helps our nervous system flow. It can get us into a state that is just full of joy, as opposed to feeling down, out, and just dumpy, or in the heavy energy, or in the frenetic overwhelm. So I want to give you 3 tips today to help you when it comes to play. And we're going to look at physical, mental, and spiritual play. The first of these is to engage in physical play. Now, this is the one you probably know the most, and that is tap into your body, move your body. This will really regulate your nervous system. And this is when I would recommend you ask yourself, what did you like to do as a child? Well, for me, I love jumping on hay bales. Now, granted, I live in a city now and hay bale access is not as easy. I do, however, love to ride a bike, rollerblade, roller skate, dance. There's all kinds of fun that comes with hikes in nature for me. Just things that get me in motion. I even love hula hooping. I do that on a daily. What is it for you that gets you to move and groove your body that feels good? Because that movement stimulates the brain. And when you're feeling stuck in ideas for maybe an upcoming workshop that you're facilitating, or as presentation, or just you need to troubleshoot something in your business, movement can shake it out of you, literally and figuratively. And they've actually shown, that the brain needs that novelty and movement and even fresh air. There's just a lot of benefits to that. And that's why I even encourage walk and talk meetings as opposed to sitting still with coffee, because the two of you moving and grooving can get the things flowing into a nice steady cadence that explores maybe different ways of thinking. It's a great way to brainstorm. So the first is physical. The second is your mental mind and how can you mentally play? And this is exploring things that really give you freedom and get rid of the rules. It's more into your imagination. So if you loved blocks, which I did growing up, or Legos like my son, that is something, any form of puzzles are a great way to kind of work your mental mind in a different way. Again, you don't want it to be work. It's also looking at curiosity. What is it you like to listen to? Maybe certain kind of music where it can stimulate the brain differently, maybe even playing an instrument. That could also be physical or spiritual, depending on how you frame it. But even doing like Mad Libs, putting in funny little quirky words and creating fun stories. I love to free write and journal. That's great for my mental mind as well, like just creating little scripts and stories. And even just listening to storytelling podcasts or live music can be really beautiful for how I feel internally. And it softens the analysis in my brain of oh, I got to do this administrative work, or I need to work on this and do that. It softens that. So, in addition to physical and mental play, we have the last, and that's the spiritual. And this is when you look at meaning and connection. And this is your purpose, your aliveness of what grounds you. And when I work with clients, I have a theater degree. I love improv. So, going to improv classes really fuels my spirit. And it also aligns with the work that I do. I love laughter yoga and meditation, and getting to sit on a beach or sandbar of a river and just be in it and see nature happening in front of me, observing the flow of the river or the waves crashing, and tuning into my five senses can be so powerful and healing for the nervous system, as well as watching a sunset or sunrise or stars popping out, looking at clouds, creating that artist state with yourself of what is it that you can explore, even if it's as simple as going to an art store or a fabric store and you just put yourself around color. That can really do a lot. Even creating a beautiful new meal for yourself. Like today, I just made a gorgeous pasta salad with some chickpea, delicious salad on top, and then some chocolate chip pancakes with Greek yogurt and a drizzling of some chocolate sauce with coconut shredded. So creative. Again, it's thinking about that play and creativity, they go hand in hand, and it's tapping into that inner child, and it's giving yourself permission. That's why I think there's this been resurgence of play with adults, like with pickleball. It's giving permission. It's a little easier maybe than tennis. Those competitive sports get you moving and grooving and in team. So it's blending the types of play that you do, not just in group, but also by yourself, because that's going to nourish you. And then the nourishment will ground you into fueling what comes next for how you show up as a communicator. So I want to ask you this. What are you going to do for you in terms of play today? How will you tap into that inner creative that is there? Because all of you are creative. And if you want to get aware of how you can be more magnetic, connect with me on tinab.com. That's Tina, Tina, B as in boy, E as in Edward.com. And I have great resources there. Would love to have you sign up for my newsletter, which gives you wonderful tips and tools of how you can then become effective with your mindset, message, and mechanics and be fully expressed on tinab.com. And my yummy, fun three-part freebie includes a meditation, movement, and a PDF journal. So remember, play isn't a time away from yourself. It really is a cure that is sustainable. And that's how you get through the hard, the heavy, and the overwhelm. So remember to be you and be true and make time for that play, because it's important, and you will see the benefits and the audience will feel it too.